Okay, we're going to take a big step today. We're going to find this leak. I actually think that it's right here, but we won't know until we get the bottom sump plate off. So the first thing we have to do is we have to make sure that this shaft doesn't wreck that seal. So a little bit of sandpaper. So just one sec. Okay, we'll try some 220, see if that works. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, let's take, there should be, I think 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's take them off. Reverse. See if this works. Yep. 1, 2, 3. That one was tight. 4, 5, 6. Ah, sorry about that. Okay, now I like to use a magnet. Good. Sorry about that. It's really hard to get a field of view. My benches aren't that big. So the main goal here is, I'll tell you the story in a minute. Is it coming? Yep, it's coming. Barely. Now it's coming. Man, that's tough. It's coming. There we go. Holy moly. Okay. Now. Like that. That's the slinger. The oil slinger. Good. Great. Okay. Let's take the oil dipstick out. Now, I'm going to just take a minute and orientate myself as to where the gasket was located and where it was leaking. You're watching with me? So the leak, I suspect, was right down in here somewhere. Let's get that spark plug out of there just to make life a little bit easier. Well, let's just get funky with it. There, now I should be able to at least turn the darn thing over. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I need to get a gasket on here. So we'll take this motor and the slinger. Hey, slinger. And we're going to stick it over here. And we're going to peel this gasket off of here with our sharp knife. There we go. Okay, it's story time. I knew I was going to need these parts about 3 weeks ago. And I ordered them from a local supplier here. And I know he doesn't have all the Briggs parts on site. So he told me that he would order them as soon as he could. So I phoned him after a week went by. And he says, oh no, I haven't had enough Briggs and Stratton stuff come in to make an order yet. And I thought, okay, well, that's fine. Life in my city, right? So then I waited a week, and I was sicker than a dog. I missed my grandson's 2nd birthday. So I waited another, so now just a couple of days ago I phoned again. And he says, oh no, we haven't ordered them yet. In fact, we've lost your order. Sorry about that. Oh gee, oh wow. So I don't mind that they, wait and do my order. But they lost it too. And I'm just a little backyard mechanic, okay? And I realize that they order big stuff, right? Like they fix haying equipment and that kind of stuff. But they also do serve the maintenance community. So I was pretty ticked off. So now I don't have my gasket. But to your guys' benefit, I'm going to make a gasket to fit on here. But first I have to clean up all the little edges and everything. So we'll get to that. That's what's left of it. So anyway, blah blah blah, wine, wine, wine. Small rant, very small. So I'm going to turn you off until I get my act together. Alright my friends, this is just a buffing pad. There's 3 different colors. I think there's red, there's blue and green. This one's blue. And I'm just going to take off the remainder of the gasket that's on here, but not much more. And I'm going to be using Permatex along with the gasket, so we shouldn't have any leaks when we're done. So are you watching? So there's a little bit of right here, right? So we're just gonna go so easy. Like we're talking no damage, because even with the razor knife you can mark it. Also gives it a nice clean edge to stick to. Now there's a little one there. Now, I'm not too much worried about the area around the outside. That part can be a little dirtier. Okay. That's beautiful. I wish I was right-handed. Maybe we can put the camera over here, but the light is pretty darn bright over there. Well, maybe you can still see it. Now I'm just going to touch up this side. We'll take this slinger. This goes around and around with the engine, and this slings the oil up. Well, I guess we might as well take the cam out too, so it's not in the way. Okay, the leak, my suspicion is the leak was right in here somewhere. Could be around this post, eh? I don't know if I can take that post out or not. Nope. Okay, so let's shine her up. You know what? I don't have earplugs in. Shame on me. What? Oh, and this is for you, Bob. Double wide 6. This little guy here is the decompression release. It just lifts the exhaust valve a tiny bit when you're pulling the rope to make it easier to pull. See that little gaffer on there? Right there. Now I'm going to get oil in my ears. Different plug. Okay, let's do this without damaging too much. Oh, I'm going to get a million comments. That's too aggressive. Good. I hope you got a little bit of a look at that. While you're here, I'm going to just do a little further cleaning up on that output shaft. That is really, really ugly. I didn't know it was that bad, actually. I'm being hurt. Sandpaper. Okay. Blow the crud out of there. Wipe off the edge. Okay, let's move this. We're going to use this as our template for our new gasket. And it's going to be the Road King method. Now, he does two methods. He lays down a sticky piece of paper and does the transfer of like pencil carbon. And he does the magic hammer. Not really, it's not his magic hammer, but it's a small hammer that's used to pound out the edges and make a gasket. I think the other one was glued in too. This is gasket material. It's just exactly the right size. I have this is actually one of the bigger gaskets I've made, to be honest with you. So I'm going to use a knife and cut this. Knife, knife, knife. So we'll just cut. Okay. Now, I did some experimenting because this is my biggest one I've ever done. I got a little ball peen hammer, smallest one I have, not as small as Road King's. And I just got a piece of this stuff, and this is how it's going to happen. Either this with the flat spot, or the round end. The round end cuts a little better. You see that? And we can help it along. And we're going to go around like that. So the first thing I got to do is cut a couple of holes with my hole punch so that this thing is seated. I'm not sure whether I should go this way or this way. I almost want to have it come up. Well, okay. That'll work. Not happy with the way that's turning out. But let's just try cutting a hole. So when I get all 6 bolts done, I will come back. Okay, we're rocking and rolling now. I'm using all methods. Still got to do the inside. I probably should have done that first. But hey, arts and crafts for old guys. Yes, we have a lot of magpies here. Okay, now the big challenge, the inside. I'll come back in a bit. Okay, we're on the home stretch. These little narrower spots are tougher. I'm not quite sure which hammer to use. Well, that might answer my question. Okay. Okay, let's see how that turns out. That's going to work. It's a little cattywampus. So now, there should be all the holes visible. There should be 3 pins to line it up. And 6 bolts, 2, 4, 6. Let's check the motor. Oh, that's interesting. Ah, this upper corner doesn't have a, let's see, we come around the corner, back to here. Ah, so on this, it goes up like, onto it like that, and this corner doesn't have a pin, so we'll just put a little extra goo in there. Okay guys, just remember, you can save the pieces from the inside, just like Road King, pardon me, just like Road King says. Burp. So I'm just going to see if I can feed these back into the original sleeve. Hey! Alrighty. Good to 450 degrees, which is perfect. I'm going to just start working a little bit out. So I'm going to do actually all 4 edges, so I'll come back in a bit. So the layer of Permatex I'm putting on here is really thin, eh? Just making sure that the areas that are pinchy have some on. Oop, got some on the gear. Oh, those magpies are going crazy. I think they've got babies. Good. I think that's good anyway. Very, very thin layer, eh? Now, the gasket. Here's our gasket. I'll just get this out of the way. I don't know whether we should... Okay, it goes on like that. So I'm going to stick a good layer on this side. I've got a very small hole in the tube. Gonna stick just a bit more on either side of the gasket. You guys watching? I'll be done in a bit. All right, my friends. I'm just going to screw down this bottom plate and we will test it tomorrow. It says to leave it for a half an hour and then tighten it. Finger tight first, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll just go over that again. We'll do it a circular motion this time. Oh. I always miss one. Excuse me. This is the motor. The new seal is in, right? I let it sit for about 40 minutes and then I tightened it with a wrench. So if it leaks, well, we got more work to do. So I am just going to mask everything off and I'm just going to spray this just like they do in the factory. They put them together and they spray them. So thanks, man.